Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Bridges, and today we're going to talk about a lesson on how to write a sequence paragraph. And so we know that a paragraph is a group of sentences that talks about a common topic or the same idea. But when we talk about a sequence paragraph, that paragraph is going to give a step-by-step order of things. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at an exercise in how we might write a sequence paragraph using a recipe, kind of like how Ramona and Beezus had many recipes to follow in their kitchen in the story Extra Good Sunday. So we're going to look at a sequence paragraph, the ideas for it, and how we would approach this so that you will eventually type up on Schoology your own sequence paragraph, and that will be a final assignment to have you have a chance to try this yourself. So let's get started on writing a sequence paragraph. So if we think about making muffins as an example for our topic, what do you think the steps are for making muffins? So we have some different, this is called a flow chart. The title is Making Muffins. And so we've got first step, I'm not sure what that is yet. Second step, I guess we'll figure it out. Third step, and fourth step, okay? So a sequence is an order that we would follow. And so a recipe is one example of something we could write a sequence or a set of steps to follow. It doesn't have to be a recipe to do a sequence paragraph, but this is my example for our lesson about what a sequence paragraph may look like today, okay? So we're gonna complete this flow chart and we're gonna put the steps in the correct order. So let's look at the steps first. I like to read through all my steps before I decide what comes first, what comes second, what comes third, and then what comes fourth, okay? So pour and mix the ingredients. Bake the muffins in the oven until done. Read the recipe from the cookbook and clean the kitchen. So which one of these do you think would be the first step? First step would be, I think we better read the recipe first. Read the recipe from the cookbook. Okay? The second step would be, what do you think? The second step would be, I'm going to mark this one a 1. Pour and mix the ingredients. So we'll mark this a 2. Pour and mix the ingredients. And right now, boys and girls, I'm just organizing my thoughts. Okay? The next step would be the third one. I think we want to bake the muffins in the oven until done. So we'll bake the muffins until they are done. Okay? And then finally, the fourth step would be clean the kitchen. You always want to clean your kitchen after you've baked or cooked in it. You want to leave things neat and tidy just as they began. Okay, so now we have organized what would come first, second, third, and fourth. But we want to write a paragraph to show how to do this in what order with sentences that might have a little more interesting words in them. So what we're going to do is we're going to read through the steps, and then we're going to think about adding an adjective to describe a noun somewhere, and maybe an adverb or two to describe a verb as to tell how, when, or where. So let's think about this. We're going to read through it first. Read the recipe from the cookbook. Well, let me back up. First, we're going to say the steps to make muffins. We could say an introductory sentence like, the steps to making muffins include 4 instructions. First, comma, read the recipe from the cookbook. Second, pour and mix the ingredients. Third, bake the muffins until they are done. Fourth, clean the kitchen. Now I'm going to make this a little more interesting on my rough draft. First, read the recipe from the cookbook. Read the, we'll call it easy recipe from the cookbook. We could also say take that and put Mom's cookbook. Maybe Mom has a cookbook. Read the easy recipe from Mom's cookbook. Second, comma, pour and mix the ingredients smoothly in a large bowl. I'm just adding more details. Third, bake the muffins until they are done at, maybe it's 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. I'm making this up, but I do think that a recipe is going to need that. And I might want to add in, bake the tasty muffins, because you know they'll be tasty when they come out. Bake the tasty muffins until they are done at 350 degrees for 25 minutes. The last step, I could say lastly, clean the kitchen, but that's boring. So I might say, carefully clean the kitchen until it is spotless. Okay, those are just my ideas of some adjectives and adverbs. So what I want you to do today is I want you to go onto Schoology, and in the reading folder is a sequence paragraph assignment, and it will say sequence paragraph after PowerPoint slide 1 to 5. Okay? Thanks for listening, boys and girls, and you go write or type up on Schoology on that assignment your sequence paragraph as to how to make muffins. Thanks a lot.